Hey all, and welcome back to Sonic Rush. Yeah, that's one thing we've neglected to mention thus far. Time and space is kind of ripping apart. Blaze is not meant to be in this dimension. In hindsight, the Warbly Mountain probably should have given it away. Oh fuck, can the world just explode now, please?
No, well, you see, when the time-space continuum ripped and Blaze got dragged in from the alternate universe, which is also the future, and Silver might be there, and actually, yeah, let's just wait until we get into level, because I'm going to hurt my own brain here soon enough.
Yeah, just think of it as different world lines, Flame.
But that makes it more confusing.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose one of the kind of slightly ridiculous things is that you hear, oh, the time space continue. Oh my good god, Amy! I am okay with completely crazy Amy, but that's going a bit too far. Yeah, so you hear time space rift breaking in Sonic, and you're just like, oh, that was Tuesday.
Yeah, that is fair to be. I mean, it's every other week they go into space or some shit, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that thinking about it, so we've had time space in this game, isn't Sonic rivaled time space again?
Yeah, that was Eggman Naga coming back from the future, so that was a time thing.
Yeah, that was a time thing. Obviously Generations. Obviously Sonic 06.
Yep, and CD. There was a lot of it in CD.
So, yeah. Sonic is very used to travelling through time. It's kind of crazy that time travel is basically synonymous with the blue hedgehog. I mean, I suppose he does at least go 88 miles per hour, so I mean, it makes sense.
I think he's going a wee bit faster than 88 miles per hour, mate.
Yeah, actually, there's a game theory video that proves that, don't you know?
Oh lord!
But no, you went to the whole 88 miles per hour thing. What was coming to my mind is I had this mental image of Sonic just running around the side of the Earth like the Christopher Reeve Superman film.
In the Fleetway comic, we'll get onto the level in a minute. But in the Fleetway comic during the Sonic CD adaptation. It comes down to Sonic, Amy, and Metal Sonic just together in one place. And Sonic runs away, and Amy's like, "Where the fuck are you going, Sonic?" And Metal Sonic's like, "Hey, now's my chance to kill Amy." And then Sonic just punches Metal Sonic in the back of the head, and Amy's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Planets around, girl."
Okay. But yeah, I am including this special stage here, the final one to get the 7th Emerald.
Oh, good God.
The thing that I do like about the special stages in Rush is that when you're controlling them with the stylus, it's a lot easier to control the half-pipe than it is, say, with a D-pad in Sonic 2 or whatever. So these are a lot easier in that respect. These parts here go by really quickly, so you have to be on the ball with them. But they do give you a nice little bonusing ring, so they're worth doing if you see them off to the side.
If you want a little trick to help you through these easier, especially Emerald Challenge 7, what you can do is pause the game, put your stylus point on the area you want to move to, and when you unpause, Sonic will just move there instantly.
That's a pussy move, though.
It's a move that works, Flame.
As opposed to my approach of using save states and resets, which is not at all a pussy move.
Oh, bless. You got rings, now you need more rings.
One thing I will say about the Rush setup with special stages that I'm not sure how I feel about is that each of the Chaos Emeralds is preset to the special stages from a certain level. So it's not like, say, classic Sonic games like 2 or 3 where you can potentially have them all 3 levels in. Which, as someone who usually likes to do that to get them out of the way, it does mean that you kind of have to keep your eye out for the specials, ring entrances through even the more difficult levels later on. But, I feel like that's one of the things that it's probably more down to preference, and there probably are a lot more people who like to space them out a bit when they're playing, so I don't know how much of that is just me.
Well, I mean, there's no incentive for Sonic Team to allow you to do that, because it's story-based.
There's that, and also because you don't play as Super Sonic in the levels themselves, that was the main incentive, in 3K or whatever, that if you get them all early, then you have an easier time later on. or you could put them off and then have to play through the harder levels the hard way. Whereas here it's like it's balanced without supersonic being a thing that you have to keep in mind. So I suppose it doesn't really affect gameplay that much. I just kind of appreciate the flexibility, that's all.
Hey, there you go, all 7 Chaos Emeralds, very good. On a scale of 1 to 10, Flame, how would you rank the 7th Emerald Challenge in Rush specifically?
The stylus makes it a lot easier than other, like, final special stages. So, like, compared to, like, Sonic 2, where the final phase is just complete clusterfuck, this one at least you stand half a chance of keeping up with it. I'm not sure what I'd say about others, like, I haven't played through Blue Sphere's final stage in God knows how long, because I don't like Blue Sphere.
Fair enough.
Then there's other stuff, like, I don't know, like, it's okay, you know, like, I've never been the biggest fan of the special stage concept in general, so I don't, like, I have favourites and least favourites, but I'd still rather just it not be that big of a thing to worry about.
Fair enough. Still haven't given me a number.
Well, I don't know how I'd rank them number-wise. Like,
I'd give it a solid 8 difficulty-wise for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, Deadline, the final level, one of the best pieces of music in the game. Lots of interesting gravity-based design here, running along those panelled walls and such, and still a lot of bottomless pits, but we've got rockets to ride now, so it all balances out.
I love this level so much, and I also love the music, what you need. This has probably the most instantly, like, I'll go into infinitability as soon as I talking about the music, but what you need has probably the most recognisable sample in it, and it's got the hot 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 part from the song Hot 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 by Arrow,
oh, yeah.
Which, you know, like, you're gonna notice that a mile off, but it works, and this is also one of the menu themes in the game as well, so, you know, it's kind of iconic for Sonic Rush. But you get spectacles like that in this level as well. I'll say this is probably my favourite of all the Sonic levels where they use the gravity sort of mechanics. You know, like, there's certain ones in the earlier games where it just becomes a bit fiddly, whereas this, it's built with that in mind, and having it jump between the top and bottom screens depending which way up you are, that really does help it.
What, you're not a fan of Def Egg and Sonic Forces?
No. I'm not even that big a fan of it in 3&Co.
Nah, I'm only bringing that up because I saw someone recently say it was a bad stage, and honestly, if I had to rank them, Def Egg, Classic, and Forces would probably be near the top of the Classic stages.
That's a very low bar, though.
Yeah, well, whatever.
It's like the best Classic stage falls below the worst Avatar stages there.
Oh, yeah, well, let's hope Classic is sticking to his own games from now on. And actually, if rumours are to be believed, there's going to be multiple games for the anniversary, so maybe they're finally keeping Modern and Classic separate, you know?
Maybe, but that doesn't actually mean anything, given we had a Modern Classic game in 2017, and that still had Classic in the Modern one.
Yeah, well, at least that tied into the story of Mania.
Yeah, well, what's to say they're not going to do something like that again?
Oh, what a terrifying thought, Flame.
No, I mean, like, as an excuse to bring Classic back in 3D, like, I want another Mania game.
We'll just have to see what happens. I mean, I suppose all we can hope for is that we get a game that can be classified as great, because I'm not sure whether the franchise, well, I mean, it'll survive anything, but I don't think it will forever be a laughing stock if it just ends up with another it was alright game. Not that it already isn't, but...
Let's not mince words here. Sonic survives because of Sonic, not because of the games. Sonic is one of the most iconic characters in gaming, and no matter how many duds he might have, he perseveres because he's immediately, you know, recognizable. You know, kids love Sonic, and, you know, he can survive. It's kind of like Nintendo with its war chest, you know, it can survive at least a few generations worth of flops.
you say it's because kids love him and that. Are you sure it's not washed up YouTubers like us funding every new game?
I mean, there is also that.
Because we're gonna buy the next Sonic game, whatever. Let's be honest here.
Well, that's true. I was talking about more like his primary demographic. We would be what, his tertiary demographic?
Well, I mean, I think Sega know where the money is as well now.
Yeah. But I mean, I just hope that Sonic Team and Sega have sort of, because they seem to be taking their time, have sort of finally understood some of the things. Obviously, they've made some new hires at Sega Japan, or Sonic Team Japan. Because I believe that Aaron Webber's moved over there now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And they've rejigged who's working the social team in his place as well. So they are moving people around, and I hope that Aaron has at least a degree of influence in the product itself now, because from all the leaks we saw, leaked documents shortly after Forces came out, it seems like he understands what people want, at least in knowing what to avoid, because he had all the notes of things that people are gonna rip into, and that's the sort of thing that's what they need to hear, I feel.
Yeah. It's very easy to dunk on Ruby Eclipse because he is the messenger, and while we're taught to not shoot the messenger, he's right there, and Izuka's back in Japan. I'm guilty of this myself when I've been frustrated from time to time with how the franchise is being handled. But God bless him, the lad does a lot of good work, and he's fighting for us first and foremost.
The reason why I've always had that bit of leeway with Aaron in particular is that I know that he knows. He is the face, and it's his job to smile on camera and pretend everything's fine. But he's a Sonic fan too. He knows what's up, and it's times when he's having to deliver the bullshit. That's when I genuinely have felt bad for him. The one time that really sticks in mind is if you remember when the PC version of Sonic Mania got delayed.
Yes.
And their thing to kind of compensate to make it alright is just to copy a Sonic 1 that everyone's already got about 20 times already. He knows that's bullshit, and he knows everyone's going to be pissed. And yeah, it's his job to go and turn on the stream and go sit there and tell everyone and have them all screaming and shouting at him in the comments and that. I don't envy that role. I'll say that much.
PR is a thankless business, especially when you're in that PR role and your higher-ups don't necessarily trust you or listen to you when you tell them that something's not going to go well, and to please, for the love of God, listen to you.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say about PR. It's the first two letters of ick. So there you go. I made that up on the spot. That's why it's not as graceful as my other analogies and so on. But anyway, let's you and me fight, Blaze, because we kind of have to have that dramatic confrontation right about now.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a mirror of Sonic and Knuckles, to be honest.
Actually, very good point you bring up. I've always thought of Sonic Rush as kind of Sonic and Knuckles 2, just in the way it's structured and whatnot. I mean, this place is essentially the Death Egg, if you think about it.
Sort of is, and just having the two character stories running as well. Although in this case they're running simultaneously rather than one being a sequel to the other, so it's not quite the same thing, but just of having the rival characters who meet up. It's maybe not, given Blaze is a lot smarter than Knuckles, it plays out differently, but it's still got the same structure.
I think I might have just red-pilled myself with something. I mean, just look at the level tropes and whatnot. Leaf Storm, Angel Island, Water Palace, Hydro City Zone or Hydrocity, Ethno Circus, Sandopolis. Shut up, I'm trying to make a point here. Night City, whatever it's called, Carnival Night, Altitude Limit, fucking Sky Sanctuary.
So, I love the one that you didn't remember. Night Carnival is just Carnival Night, but the other way around.
Exactly, that's even furthering my point.
That is impressive.
Oh, here we go, the final clash.
I hope you're ready to break the buttons on your DS.
Oh, it's so anime, and I'm here for it.
This is great, yeah, but God, it can knack your fingers in after a while.
See ya, Blaze. Yeah, you killed that bitch, Sonic! And he just waddles away.
Tails celebrating like that, is that just proof that the Starbomb adaptation of Tails is canon?
I wouldn't know, because I don't listen to Starbomb, mate.
I mean, I did make you read out the lyrics on stream once, but that tells us how much they stick with you.
But also, can I just say that, wait, Eggman Nega is basically Sonic's the princesses in another castle, because he said it at the end of every single level. It's been exactly the same cutscene, just with different backgrounds, and that's basically princesses in another castle, just in Rush.
Also, another Sonic and Knuckles comparison. A very pinkish sort of antagonist slowly comes to terms with Sonic and they work towards a common goal.
Yeah.
Kinda. Maybe that is just a Sonic thing in general. Like, we've had characters become more like allies over time with like the Dark, like Team Dark and whatnot in the modern games. See, Blaze, you have to be friends now, okay?
Yeah, she's not great when it comes to the socialising and whatnot, but you'll never want for a better partner in terms of loyalty. The Soul Emeralds. Basically Blaze's versions of the Chaos Emeralds, not too dissimilar to the Anarchy Barrels from Scourge's dimension.
Yeah, except Blaze isn't a shameless tree colour. Describe Scourge to me. Describe his design.
He is Green Sonic, but Blaze is kind of an alternate universe version of Sonic if you think about it.
But she is not just Purple Sonic, is she? She has her own design.
I am with Flame on this one. It doesn't happen that often, but I am with Flame. Like, Scourge is basically Green Sonic. Blaze is a cat with a completely different design, but within the same design ethos. And even though gameplay-wise she's remarkably similar, gameplay is a different kettle of fish to design.
Wasn't Scourge's original appearance just describing him as Evil Sonic?
Yes, he was Evil Sonic and he had like shades and a biker jacket and so on.
That's what I mean when I say he's a fucking ray colour. That's my original character, Evil Sonic.
Now, I'm taking this discussion to the F zone because it needs to die.
Yeah, no, that is fair, but also because without you can't say that Blaze is a recolor. You can't. But you can say that Shadow's a recolor.
Anyway, Bomber Barbara, play that shit and play it loud. I love it.
Yeah, now this one has got another recognisable sample in the fact that you do have the arm break going on most of the way through. But the boss itself is just a big robot. And this one, it's not quite as annoying as some of the others, but in the later phases when he starts waving his arm around, you need to be on the ball when you see the animation start just to hold the down button. That's how you stop him from waving you off. And I'm not quite sure how it works because it doesn't look like there's all that much to actually get a grip on, but we'll roll with it. Like that there, and it will try to put you in a spin dash if you're still walking, which won't hold you on, so you need to do it in time for that to finish.
I see. This is a good conclusion to Sonic and Blaze's story, I believe. The final boss is much better, so you don't have to worry about the game ending on an anticlimax or something.
Yeah, but that is the sort of thing that you do need to get the Chaos Emeralds for, and you do need to beat both stories. So if you want to not have this as your final boss, that's what you want to do.
So yeah, definitely do that, because I mean, as much as this seems like an okay fight, it's definitely not screaming end game to me. So if this was your end game, then oh boy, sorry, Duck, you've got a bit of a shit experience.
Well, I mean, we're kind of conditioned to expect a last story nowadays, even in the 2D games.
Pretty much, like Mania did kind of break that a little bit, but even then, like, the Egg Reverie is, like, I think it's Sonic and Knuckles exclusive, unless you fuck around in the dev menu. So, like, and although that is going more a classic thing, and I think that structure works very well for that game.
Jesus, I can't even tell what's going on half the time here.
Same, yeah. Like, when you get to this phase, it is just a clusterfuck of different, like, shockwaves going on. Look how fucking fast he's going now.
Jesus!
Well, you know, this isn't Sonic Goes Slow time, mate.
I know, Sonic's fast. We don't know about the mech, though.
So is that an instant kill if he throws you off, or do you just land back on the platform?
As far as I recall, it just throws you back on the platform, but it means you've got to wait for the whole cycle to start again.
Yeah, which will be annoying.
Yeah, and then there's these fucking things, which are kinda hard to read the hitbox on, because them electric things do hurt you, and you want to make sure you're far enough away from them when they pass the platform.
Yeah, they always called me out when I was recording the game. I'm just enjoying the music at this point, guys. There's only a few hit points left.
Same. Though, look at this. This is a part which gets annoying as well, because them things rolling along his arm there hurt you as well, and there's a part where you need to duck and stay still. So that is very specific timing you need to get right there.
Oh boy, here we go again with the electricity.
Yeah, more of this bullshit.
Couldn't just be regular lightning, could it, Robotnik? It had to be the purple lightning.
Well, of course, you needed to make sure that it was fabulous of some description.
It's also nice to see Robotnik putting his PhD to work in this game. Always asking Sonic if he's ready to be schooled and whatnot.
Jesus. Although that also doubles down with the fact that he's built a fucking Gundam mech, which is impressive in its own right.
Well, you know, maybe he's been working on his masters and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe.
You do your masters before your PhD.
Do I sound like someone who has a fucking good education, Richie? Jesus Christ. Who likes desperation attacks?
Not me!
Well, I've got some bad news.
Oh, not since the Egg Viper of yore has there been such an instant kill attack.
The Egg Viper one's at least easy enough to dodge, though.
See ya. Oh, I'm gonna slowly explode.
He's gone flying into space. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Just saying, perfect opportunity to floss there. Yay, Sonic Advance style cutscene.
Woo!
I do like the art in these, and I also really like Raising Me Up as well.
Just a lot of do's here.
Oh, it's a gospel sample, and it fits beautifully.
So yeah, that was Sonic's story and Sonic Rush. Knuckles just kind of slides into view.
Yep, I was here.
Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, we better get away from motion-tweened Amy Rose over here. So, yeah, we're not done with Sonic Rush yet, guys. We still have Blazer's story to go through, and then Last Story. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time for more of Sonic Rush here on Hellfire Comms. Bye for now.
proceed. This is what you need. What you need. Stop, proceed, 'cause this is what you need. And you don't stop, proceed.